Simon & Schuster Audio presents First Freedom, a ride through America's enduring history with the gun, by David Harsanyi, read by Danny Campbell. Without sulfur and saltpeter, there can be no freedom. 18th century German-American saying. Prologue. From Prey to Predator. You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. David to the Philistine. The future king of Israel wasn't entirely forthcoming. After all, in addition to the blessing of the Lord Almighty, or perhaps because of it, David was also in possession of a major technological advantage. By the time he faced the Philistine giant in the valley of Elah, the sling had emerged as one of the most potent projectile weapons of the ancient world. The meager sword was no match for David, not when he was armed with a missile launcher that held a stopping power equivalent to a small-caliber bullet. If for some reason Goliath had been unacquainted with the sling's capability, he would soon learn, as would millions of others in the coming millennia, that superior size meant little when facing superior firepower. Inventing and perfecting weapons that could kill others from afar was a concern nearly as old as human existence itself. From almost the beginning, men had been throwing things at each other, lethal things, projectiles that could slice through his enemy's skin, pierce through his armor, burn his foes, and ultimately blow them up. David's weapon was a mere blip in the arms race that spans tens of thousands of years, from rocks, spears, slingshots, bows and arrows, javelins, catapults, and cannons, to the predominant guns of American colonial life, the musket and rifle, and finally, the automatic weapon. To hit Goliath square in the forehead, David had been incredibly proficient with his weapon. As a shepherd protecting his flock from predators and thieves, David, who was also likely a soldier, had an intuitive understanding of his release point, a skill mastered only through years of experience. Attaining proficiency with a handheld missile launcher was no mere hobby for a man of his era or those of any other. It was a means of survival. For most of history, in fact, men lived their entire lives under the unremitting.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?